I wouldn't do what we're getting ready to do right now by myself. Would I? I found him finally. We're back at the cave that we're working on. And I'm going to make Todd stay with me on this one because we might actually get in it today. But we might have to like swim underwater in this tunnel and come up on the other side. And I'm going to tie a rope to my foot, my ankle, and if I stop moving, when I stop moving, or I pull 3 times, you got to pull me out, okay? That means I'm stuck underwater. Not really, but he is going to stay with us today. But let's take a look at where we left off. Again, we're trying to open up a cave that this is where the water comes out of the ground when it floods. Whoosh, and of course, I dug that out. And up the valley there, about 500 yards, is where it goes into a big sinkhole. Let's take a look at what we have. What do you say? Hopefully the water's nice and clear. All right. Look at it moving. That's not a good sign. It means there's a lot of water coming up out of the ground. Of course, that was all muddy, so we couldn't really see anything. I tried digging over here, but that really didn't go anywhere. So I think our only hope is going to be to try to see it reaches the roof right there. So I'm going to get a little tiny pump, water pump. We're going to put it in here and try to pump some of this water out so we can look up underneath there. And if it does look like sticky up underneath it as best I can, if it does look like it might go somewhere, we'll dig it out even more. But we have to pump it out first. What do you say? You ready? Todd's like, he's just shaking his head. No. Shaking his head. All right, let's go up and get our stuff. Okay, so what we have is I brought a generator for a little water pump. I just got a small little, here it is, a little baby koi pump, water pump. It's like, for something in the house. I'm gonna have to put that on a stick and put it underwater and all my other stuff. We got a little hatchet just in case I need to chop something off if I get stuck. I'll have it tied securely to my belt. All right, let's haul the stuff down the hill and get to work. What do you say? All right, so we have everything down here. Let's take a quick look underwater first, just to see what it looks like down there before we cloud it up. Because if for some reason we can't get this pumped out with the little pump that I have, we may have to come back. But if we can get a camera down there before it gets cloudy and see how big the opening is, whether or not we can slither through using the water as a lubricant, well, it might not be worth coming back. We're going to find out if we can or not. One thing that does worry me is look how much this water is moving. That means it's quite a bit of water coming out of the ground there. Yeah, look at it. So if we do get through there and we're using a pump to keep the water out and a pump goes off, we might like drown. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful about that and be mindful of it at least. All right, let's put you under and see what you can see. Alrighty. This is kind of weird. You can watch me doing this. I won't be able to see what you're seeing though. You ready? Here we go. If you look here to the right, lower right of the screen, you can see that there's definitely a passage going back. Unfortunately, I just never got the camera to look down that passageway. Just could not get it in the right hole. But right there, it's clear. It goes back. It's big enough to get into. We just need to wait until it dries out a little bit. Alrighty. Hope you guys saw something down there. There you go. Now I could not tell with any certainty whether or not like it opened up or anything, that I was hitting the walls and stuff. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this little baby pump. It's supposed to do like 30 to 80 gallons a minute. And I'm going to fire up the generator, pump some of this water out of here and see if I can like physically get down in there a little bit further to get a better view as to maybe it goes off to the right or left or something. I don't know. I can't tell from up here. Just give me a minute. We'll fire her up. Okay, got everything more or less hooked up. Let's go ahead and pull a few of these leaves out of here while we can. So, because they'll plug up that little pump that I have. Just put them up here to the side so they don't float back down in there. There we go. All right. All right, here's what we have. I put that little, it's just like a little pump for our aquarium on the stick with a liberal application of duct tape here, there, and there. Now, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put a wrap here. Let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll get her going. I mean, what's a project without duct tape, right? We're all set. I mainly wanted to do that so that I don't get electrocuted, because I'm liable to electrocute myself. Okay, let's see. On. Just turn that on. All right, we got the little generator purring. There we go. Yeah, my buddy Steve Phillips from Alabama talked me into buying one of these. This particular model, this one kind of uses up in Alaska. It's been a good little generator. Listen how quiet it is. It's really nice. All right, let's go ahead and plug the little pump in. Hopefully this thing will work. Yeah, no. Oh, this goes into here. Okay. On our way. This goes into here. On our way. I hear it humming. All right. Let's see what we got. Hopefully it's strong enough to pump up this hill. Ooh, I don't know if it's how big a pump it is, really. All right, so we got her in there. Oh. I don't see any water coming out down there, do you? Well, unfortunately, that stupid little pump that I brought doesn't have enough head. I even filled a hose full of water to try to get like siphon to maybe help it get up over this little rise, but it didn't do it. So what I'm gonna have to do is dig out some of these rocks, try to get the highest point of the hole, of the hose here, lower down. And if I can get it down enough, it'll start pumping, but I don't have high hopes. It's trying, but I don't even know how far up it's going. Pumps like that are rated in by what they call head. And head is how many feet in elevation it will pump. Like that pump might only have 4 feet of head, meaning even if a little short hose goes straight up, it'll only go up 4 feet and stop. And I just didn't check it before I came out here. Should have probably done that. All right, let me get to work. I'm gonna dig this little trench and hopefully that will be enough. We can probably get down a couple feet at least. Okay, so we dug it down. So we lowered the head by about 1.5 feet at least. Hopefully that'll be enough. If not, we'll try to bucket some of it out of there so we can see down in there a little better, but I'm hoping this works. You want the honors? Here. Thank you, sir. All right, it's plugged in. Should be running. Is it coming out? Is it? Yeah. Wow! See, that's just digging that 1.5 feet deeper. Got it below the rating of the pump, or I guess, yeah. So it will come out. Yeah, it's kind of peaking, but it's coming out. Hopefully it's coming out faster than it's going in, though. That's the only problem, because it is coming in there. Let's monitor the progress, and the more we get that hose down, the faster it will come out, too. But I really can't get it too much lower without a lot more work. So put that up here. Just, every little bit counts on that height right there. Okay, well, we'll just let it run for a few minutes. I'll mark it for you right here where it is now. It's right at the base of that little stick, and see if it goes down. But I'm gonna turn you off. Be with you in a minute. So even with my bailing it and the pump running, I'm not really making much headway. I mean, I'm holding ground. It's going down a little bit, but with just a pump, it won't go down at all. So I'll keep bailing. Maybe we can see up in there after a bit at least. I'm hoping. We'll get down to 3 or 4 more inches. We'll have a good idea of what we're up against for the next time anyway. Jeez. I'm getting electrocuted. Hope not. I'm watching that cord. It's gonna start coming back in. Oh, careful. All right. Why don't you come down here and take a look at it? You can see, of course, the stick's gone, but it's still coming in. You see it seeping in on the sides here, and who knows where else it's coming in. It was up to about there when we started, so we got it down to about 4 or 5 inches. But you can see the water flowing over here. Oh, I don't know if you can see anything in there or not. Let me get rearranged here and I'll put you under, or at least where you can see. Can't put you underwater, but I guess it doesn't really matter in this water, does it? Can you see anything? I can't see. I'm just looking through the viewfinder. It looks kind of like the ceiling comes down to the water, but yeah, I can't see anything in there. All right, what I'm gonna do is stick my head in so I can get a good view of what we're dealing with, and we'll have to go from there. I'm gonna unplug that pump though so I don't get electrocuted, just in case. Now first, let's go look at this other side, see what we're dealing with over here. I can't really see in there either. I'll put you in just a little bit. I think some rocks fell in that when we're moving stuff, but I don't know if you can see anything or not, but it goes down that way for sure. All right, give me a few minutes, let me assess this without the camera so I can crawl down in there, and I'll let you know what we're gonna do next. All right, so I'm gonna go in there and take a quick peek, and I'll let you know what I see. Yep. Ay, jeez. All right, what do we got? All right, we have water all the way up to the top still. I can't tell if it opens up down there or not. You can probably have a better idea than I with the when I put the camera down there where it's clear. Beautiful though. And look at limestone. That's all the that's all dissolved from the acid rain, or slightly acidic rain. When raindrops fall in the forest floor, it goes through the leaves and the pine needles and stuff. It gets a little bit acidic. And just that causes this rock, this solid rock right here, to dissolve. Pretty cool. Better put the camera down here. Can I see the camera talk? They can hear me talking, but they can't see it. I guess I ought to show it to them real quick. Yeah, so you can see I just had Todd hand me the camera, but you can see I can't see any further. So I'm gonna have to give up until I get a bigger pump. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give up on this for today. I just got my hair wet. But we're gonna come back, but I'm gonna bring a bigger pump next time that we can really throw down in there and get a bunch of this water up fast. I think it's gonna go, but I just don't know. Next time though, we're gonna work on the upper hole, the one up in the woods I showed you in the first video, and try to dig down from there, because we might be able to just, you know, dig 2 feet, be in a giant cavern, and come right down to here and actually see daylight through the water. Who knows? We'll find out, I hope. Glad I didn't have to use a hatchet though. That was a relief. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity.